Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy DT3, man, and I'm back at you with another video, man. New media, notification gang. God Squad. That's what it is, man. Look, check this out. What I'm starting to notice with a lot of this stuff going on in this boxing shit with Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, out of all the videos I've made, the one thing I'm seeing now, at first I was saying how Errol didn't want to fight, and I had my reasons to believe why Errol Spence didn't want to fight, and that's how it was looking based on the trajectory of where the sport was at that particular time. Now, looking at where the sport is now and looking at where the possibility of that fight is to be made is right now, listening to that Errol Spence audio, and yes, this video is based on my reaction to that audio, listening to that and looking at everything that has happened up until this point, I do have to be upfront and be honest and say, yes, Errol Spence is showing interest in this fight. Errol Spence is showing interest in the fact that he wants to make this fight happen. The problem that I'm seeing, and that a lot of people are seeing, is at this point, it's no longer Errol Spence is why the fight ain't happening. The reason why this fight is not happening is PBC. Floyd Mayweather, Allen Heyman, Leonard Ellerbe, them niggas. That's why this fight is not happening. It's not because Errol Spence don't want to fight. It's not because Errol Spence wants to duck Crawford or Errol Spence trying to find every which way to not fight Crawford, even though there were certain things to lead me to believe that that was the case. But after hearing this audio, and I'm not just saying it based on the audio, I'm talking about I'm putting stuff together. Past, old shit, current shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm putting all that together and putting together with what makes sense and what's bullshit. But what makes sense and what's consistent is I do believe, and I mean this with all my heart, real rap, I do believe that Errol Spence wants this fight. I do believe that Errol Spence wants to make this fight. I do believe that Errol Spence wants to be an undisputed champion. I do believe that. It was a time, I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't believe that shit. But looking at where it's at now, the trajectory of it, and listening to that audio, hearing that audio, I think Errol do want the fight for real. And forgive me for anybody that was giving me shit when I was giving Errol shit for saying that he don't want the fight and all that. I gotta retract that because that's not entirely accurate based on current reports. Errol Spence is showing interest in this fight. He's showing interest in this fight. It's the PBC handlers. That's why we're not getting this fight. And I know all y'all is gonna come forth and say that that interview or that audio was exposing Terrence Crawford. Y'all quick to do that shit. Y'all quick to want to try to expose somebody. Y'all quick to try to use something and saying that's exposing this person. Only thing that audio exposed was that PBC don't want to make this fight. PBC is not interested in this fight. Errol is interested in this fight. Terrence Crawford is interested in this fight. But the PBC organization, Premier Boxing Championships, that organization do not want to make this fight happen. Rather, for whatever reason, I don't know the reason, but what I do know, they don't want to make this fight happen. Because what everybody keeps going over, acting like ain't nobody said nothing, ain't nobody said shit to debunk Floyd Mayweather. Ever since Floyd Mayweather came forth and said the fight is not going to happen no time soon, and all the shit that Floyd said in that interview, nobody, not a soul, came forth to say like, hey, bruh, Floyd tripping. Floyd don't know what he talking about. It ain't Floyd's career. It's my career. Floyd don't know what he talking about. He has no clue what he's saying at all. At all. So to be honest, it makes no good sense. But to be real with you, straight up with y'all, the only reason why this fight ain't happening with Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence is not because of Terrence Crawford and it's not because of Errol Spence. It's because of Floyd Mayweather, Leonard Ellerbe, and Allen Heyman. That's why this fight is not happening. And until they find some type of lucrative way that they're going to come out the victors, they're not going to make this fight happen. The only way that PBC is going to make this fight is if they know, without the shadow of a doubt, that Errol Spence is going to win. It is too much for them, meaning the PBC, to lose if Errol Spence loses to Terrence Crawford. They lose too much. So that's why they don't want to make that fight. That's why. And all y'all that want to sit there and talk shit about Terrence Crawford because he wants to know what's on the books and he don't trust his lawyers, that's common sense, bro. If you've been in any type of legal trouble, if you've been in any type of legal allegations, bro, any type of that shit, you already know that a lot of lawyers work together in cahoots, bro. So you smart to not trust your lawyer because you don't know who motherfuckers working with. You don't know who. Small motherfucking world, cuz. So for Terrence to not trust his lawyer and want to do his own business, want to see for himself, he's not wrong for that. And what's fucked up is y'all want to fault him for wanting to know his own shit. He want to know what he getting. He don't want to hear from no middleman. He don't want to get no secondhand information. He wants to know for himself, just like any other person, just like you. You know what I'm saying? You deserve to know what you getting. You need to know what you're getting guaranteed. When he was with Bob, he knew what he was getting. He knew what was guaranteed. For some reason, when he go to Alan Heyman, Alan don't want to give out that information. But Terrence Crawford is obligated to know that information because he's the motherfucker that's getting in the ring. He's the motherfucker that's taking the biggest risk. Not you, Alan. He is. As your boy Wilder say all the time, we put our lives on the line when we step up in here. So based on that analogy and that logic, Terrence Crawford has all the right to know what the fuck he's getting, how he getting it, all the shit. Because he putting his life on the line to get up in there. So is Errol. Both them niggas. So Terrence Crawford deserves to know exactly what the fuck he's getting. Period. And what's funny with you bitch ass niggas is, especially you PBC fanboy niggas, because y'all do all this hyping, all this talking about these niggas claiming to be their own boss, and not near one of these bitch ass niggas did some own boss shit. Here we are with Terrence Crawford really doing his own bullshit, doing his own negotiation. Ain't nobody, no lawyers, no managers, no mentors, no trainers, none of that shit. Ain't nobody talking for Terrence but Terrence. That's your own boss. That's what you do when you your own boss. You talk to the motherfuckers yourself. You don't send nobody. You don't do that. Man, what's up? What I'm getting? This is what I want to know what I'm getting. I want to know what I'm getting. You need to be telling me what I'm getting. Straight up. No chaser. And because he want to do that, because he actually doing that, Jermell ain't doing it, Jamal not doing it, Errol not doing it, Wilder not doing it, hell shit, I don't even see Tyson Fury doing that shit. But what's funny is that if the fighters that I just mentioned, if they was doing the same thing Terrence Crawford was doing, being their own boss, going to talk to these other promoters by themselves about their own deals, they're conducting their own business by themselves as their own boss, as their own representatives, y'all will be talking big shit about these niggas. Y'all be hyping these niggas. He's his own boss. He his own boss. He his own boss. He do make his own deals. It's cool when PBC niggas is doing that shit. But when somebody other than the PBC fighter is doing that, now all this hate come on. All of a sudden. But if the PBC nigga, Jamal, anyone, hell, Canelo, all that shit, anyone, and Canelo is not a PBC fighter, so please don't think I'm confusing Canelo with PBC. I'm just saying, when Canelo is making his own decisions, because he is his own boss, when he's moving based on how he feel and how he want to do shit, y'all ain't saying nothing. Nothing. Oh yeah, the most y'all say pertaining to Canelo is, oh, he ducking, he this, he ain't fighting top op, he ain't this, he not that, but he active. Canelo has been the most active boxer in boxing, aside from Anthony Joshua. Name me any other fighters that have a marquee name, because I know motherfuckers will pull out some fighters out their ass, but name me any marquee fighter, aside from Saul Canelo Alvarez, that fights more than him, or as much as him. And they own boss. Give me somebody. That is not Saul Canelo Alvarez or Anthony the Landlord Joshua. Because as far as I'm concerned, don't nobody fight more than them. They got a name. Everybody else that got a name, they only fight once, maybe twice a year, which is a travesty to the sport. Either way, these fighters ain't fighting enough. They ain't doing half of what they should be doing to be claiming to be their own boss, but yet and still, you niggas still hype these niggas up to be their own bosses. And then when somebody come forth and actually is their own boss, actually do some boss shit, and then when it don't go the way that y'all feel it should go, y'all want to hate on him. But if it was your favorite fighter's favorite fighter, oh, now all of a sudden, he his own boss. Oh, they should have fell in line. He tried to do turns, blah, 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 blah. You got all these excuses. But when it's Terrence, the energy not the same. That's what I'm saying. And all this little bullshit about calling me a Terrence Crawford fan, I'm not a fan of that nigga like that, bro. I respect the man for what he's done in the sport of boxing. And as far as boxing is concerned, Terrence Crawford is the more accomplished fighter between the two, meaning him and Errol Spence. Errol Spence has not done half of what Terrence Crawford has done in the sport of boxing. Those are facts. That's not my feelings or my emotions. Those are facts. And the problem is with you Errol-sexuals is I'm just giving y'all factual shit. And because I'm giving you the factual shit, y'all have a problem because I'm not hyping up Errol. If Errol was a 3-division world champion, 2-time lineal, and former undisputed, and if he was trying to talk to whomever, or Bob or Al, about what he getting on the back end, or what's guaranteed, or what's not, this, that, and the third, I would be saying the same shit that I'm saying about Crawford, about Errol. So I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. It's the same thing when it came to this Wilder, Anthony Joshua bullshit. Wilder turned down $100 million. Period. Oh, Wilder turned down $100 million. Where is he finna get that at? Where? 3-fight deal. He supposed to fight 3-fight deal, $100 million. So, who did Wilder fight? And he made $100 million. He fought Fury 3 times. Please tell me he got $100 million off them 3 fights. Please tell me that those 3 Fury fights, plus this Hellenius nigga, so that's 4 fights. So please tell me out those 4 fights he has made over $100 million. And I'll shut the fuck up. I on my mama, I will shut the fuck up about that $100 million if I see proof, fact for fact, that he made over $100 million in those 4 fights. Even though he was offered $100 million for 3 fights, 2 of them was with Anthony Joshua and 1 of them was with Dillian White, who I arguably said that he would beat. Don't worry, I'll wait. But real rap, when motherfuckers y'all don't like are really doing their own boss shit, y'all hate on them. Y'all shit on them. But the niggas that's really not their own boss, really ain't making no real boss moves, y'all sucking them. Y'all riding they dicks like a hoe bitch walking the motherfucking streets. Straight up. It's ridiculous. Terrence is his own boss. That's what being your own boss look like, Terrence Crawford. What he's doing. Telling the promoters or telling the managers, I want to talk to you. I'm not going to send my lawyer to talk. I'm going to talk to you because I'm my own boss. Nobody speaks for me. I speak for myself. I'm not telling you, oh, call my lawyer or call Bob or call my manager or call Bomac. I'm not telling you to do that. You want to do business? Come holler at me. That's being your own boss. That's bullshit. How many times have you heard anybody, I ain't going to say no names, anybody on the PBC side when it comes to business tell you, all right, talk to me, and they make the final decision based on their career? Or are they telling you, call Al? What man or woman that y'all know that's their own boss gonna tell you to call somebody else so you can conduct business about them or their business. Why would you tell somebody to call somebody else to conduct business that's going to be beneficial for you? It's more so beneficial for you. The people like Allen Heyman and Floyd, they get the benefits on the back end because you work for them or you under them. You know what I'm saying? That you under they stable. But everything you do in your career should be beneficial for you. More because they're going to benefit. Don't get it twisted. They're going to have some benefit. But the end result, it should be you benefiting the most out of your career. Nobody should benefit more from your career other than you. Not your trainer, not your manager, not your promoter. The person that's supposed to benefit the most from their fight career is the fighter. If other people are benefiting more from your career than you, you need to get the fuck out of here. You need to do a wiggling. You need to do a wiggling. Straight up. If you got people like that that's trying to make more money off of you than you can make off of your own damn self, cut ties. Cut ties. I got a video on Tank Davis. Tank, lead PBC, do your own thing, be your own man. If you really a star, bro, if you really a star, my G, you gonna make money without PBC because you a star in the sport of boxing. You're not a household name. Okay? You're not a household name. Errol Spence is not a household name. You know what a household name is? Floyd Mayweather is a household name. Muhammad Ali is a household name. Evander Holyfield is a household name. Lennox Lewis is a household name. I could say those names in just about any setting, and the most casual boxing fan will know who those fighters are. Okay? Every casual fan don't know who a lot of these boxers are today because a lot of these fans are not even watching boxing. They're watching fucking MMA or UFC. But to be real with y'all straight up, Terrence Crawford is not wrong for wanting to know what he was getting on. He's not wrong for wanting to know what he was getting guaranteed. He was not wrong for wanting to know what was on the books. He is his own boss. He is his own man. He deserves to know that. He's obligated to know that because it's his career. And for any of y'all who feel that he shouldn't know that or he don't have the right to know that, don't talk that shit about these PBC motherfuckers being their own boss and they don't even make their own boss moves. And then when you see somebody making a boss move, you're gonna shit on them. If that ain't bitch, nigga, feminine energy, I don't know what the fuck to call it. Because it was one thing when y'all was shitting on the motherfucker when you was talking about AJ saying that I was a coon going overseas, hyping up a man that was overseas. But then now I'm hyping up a man that's an actual African American, and y'all still give a nigga shit. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. But the bottom line is, you want to be your own boss? Terrence Crawford, Saul Canelo Alvarez. You want to follow behind motherfuckers? PBC, The Zone, Top Rank. That's what you're going to get. But if you go with PBC, you only going to fight in-house fights. You only going to fight who they tell you you can fight. You cannot fight who you want to. You only can fight who they tell you to. If you want to fight who you want to, go to The Zone. Maybe even Top Rank. But you will not get nowhere in your fight career fighting for PBC. If you really want a legacy, PBC is not the route because they are not a legacy promotion company. They are all lucrative financial promotional company. So if you're not going to do anything to help them promote themselves to get more money, they're not fucking with you. Meaning like they have to win in the end. They have to be the ones to come up with all the money. They have to be the ones to come up with the W and have all the bullshit going. They have to have everything. If they don't have everything, you ain't getting nothing. So if you're not willing to go through that or deal with that, you shouldn't go to PBC. Because you got to understand, there are fighters on the PBC side that's just sitting there. Bro, I want to fight, I want to fight. They not getting them fights. They not getting these dudes fights. PBC got the most fighters, but they got the most inactive motherfuckers too. They got fighters that ain't fighting. Been with them for God knows how long, but they ain't getting them fights. What are you there for? How many of these dudes are contractually obligated to stay with PBC? How many of these dudes got manipulated? You never know. You know what I'm saying? you got fighters that want to fight and y'all won't let them fight because y'all scared to lose money. And if y'all was really that great of a stable and y'all really had it going on the way y'all claim, y'all wouldn't be scared to lose these fights. Y'all would be confident that y'all could win these fights. And y'all wouldn't be lying to the public. Because like I said earlier in this video, did nobody say shit pertaining to what Floyd Mayweather said? Did nobody debunk none of that? Nobody said Floyd was lying. Nobody said nothing against Floyd. Nobody. They acted as if he didn't say nothing. Errol and Steven Espinoza. So you know what I'm finna go off of? What did Floyd say? I'm not listening to nothing nobody else say. Because all that happened after what Floyd said is straight damage control. Because as soon as Floyd said that, and then Errol came forward and said something, y'all harped on what Errol said and what Steven Espinoza said. Y'all completely, utterly forgot about what Floyd said. Like that didn't matter all of a sudden. And you know what's gonna happen? Floyd gonna come back, say something else. You're gonna shit on everything that y'all finna make, every video that y'all gonna make from this point on. And y'all gonna still ignore that shit like that nigga didn't just say what the fuck he just said. Nigga told y'all they gonna have in-house fights. That's what they doing. Nigga told you that the Terrence Crawford Errol Spence fight ain't finna happen no time soon. That's what the fuck he doing. So when you hear Errol come forth and say this, that, and the third, he really doing damage control. But at the same time showing you that he do want to fight, but these niggas ain't trying to let me get in. So I hear you, Errol. I hear you, and I'm gonna get up off your neck on that shit until I see otherwise. But right now, I'm gonna get off your neck. Cause I really see that you wanna make this fight, and it's your handlers that's holding you back. It's your handlers that's holding you back. So I can't give you no smoke if it's not you. But I'm gonna give your handlers all the smoke. Believe that. Cause they the reason why this fight ain't happening. They the reason why we ain't getting arguably the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. Allen Heyman, Floyd Mayweather, PBC niggas. That's where we at. If you want to fight, don't go to PBC. If you really want to fight, you really want a legacy, you really want to do something marquee in the sport, don't go to PBC. If you cool with fighting once, maybe twice a year, go to PBC. Go there. You'll make a couple meals. They'll take care of you. Your family will be good. You'll be straight. You won't have no legacy in the boxing game, but you will be straight as far as your family is concerned. That's the one thing I do give PBC. They do take care of they favorites. If you a favorite and you somebody that or not necessarily a favorite, if you follow what Master say and you do what you told, you do what you're supposed to do based on their logic, they gonna look out for you. But if you stand up for yourself, you stand up to them, you actually use your fucking brain for more than a hat rack, they not gonna fuck with you. They want dumb niggas. They want smart dumb niggas. Straight up. And I told y'all, and in closing, I told y'all that they was gonna make Errol fight Keith Thurman before he fight anybody else. And at this point, the Errol Spence Terrence Crawford fight ain't gonna happen. You're going to see Errol fight everybody and their mama. And then it's going to come to a point where, like I said to you before, it's going to be too hard for him to make the weight. And he's going to have to move up. And then all they're going to say is Crawford ducking, Crawford. This is what is the sucker shit in the world. You can't always just blame one party. I blame both of them. I blame both of them. Because it was somewhere along the lines where somebody didn't want to give and they should have. So I don't blame Errol just as much more as I blame Terrence. Because I feel like both of y'all are at fault in some way or another. The person that I tend to go to more was Errol because of the antics I saw online. When you telling somebody, why don't I take the easy road, fight Sean Porter and fight Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Mikey Garcia, Manny Pacquiao. He didn't mention Terrence, huh? No, he didn't mention you. And then not only did you say that, you actually put the wheels in motion and did exactly what you said that Allen Heyman set up for you to do. And based on where we at right now, you still are doing that. But based on the audio that you put out, you are making it very clear that I do want this fight, but it's other powers that be that are holding this shit back. With that said, I can't knock a nigga for that. I can't. What I will do is I will get on these niggas at the PBC, Allen Heyman, Leonard Ellaby, and Floyd Mayweather. I'm on y'all next. Because this is a fight that everybody is wanting to see and willing to pay top dollar to see. Yet and still, you won't put this on. And it has nothing to do with money. y'all niggas is scared at the PBC. Y'all scared. Y'all hella scared. Cause y'all having fears of that Wilder Fury shit all over again. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. But bottom line, y'all gotta stop shitting on Terrence Crawford for being his own boss. And you bud buddies, you gotta stop giving Errol Spence smoke for the shit that he gotta deal with being under Allen Heyman and Floyd Mayweather. Because at the end of the day, it's not really all Errol. It's a good percentage of that shit is Allen Heyman and Floyd Mayweather. So instead of us trying to put all the shit on Errol, let's get these Floyd Mayweather niggas and these Allen Heyman, Leonard Smellerby bitch ass niggas. Let's get these niggas some smoke too. Cause they are way more guilty or way more at fault for why this fight is not happening than Errol. 100.